Have you guys ever heard of double 8mm? This show is going to be all about that. We're going to be looking at the Canon Reflex Zoom 8.3 double 8mm. Yo Manny's World, coming at you with how to work with double 8mm and reviewing the Canon Reflex Zoom 8.3. Come on, let's check it out. Voice is cracking.
Yo te traigo esta bomba.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. First off, welcome to all my new subscribers and all my old subscribers. What's up, guys? It's great to be back. It's great to see everybody. I'm excited about the show today. I really dig this format. Today we're going to be looking at the Canon Reflex Zoom 8.3. We're going to be working with a 90-year-old format using a 60-year-old camera. They were introduced to the market in 1962. Came with a x5 zoom lens that broke the record that they had set previously with the Canon 8 and with the x4 zoom lens, which was the first in the series. Really nice clear shot images from this camera. Because of the f1.4 lens, you do get, when you're working at that focal length, at that aperture, your depth of field is still pretty good. A lot of the stuff that I shot came out blurry, well, most of the stuff that I shot came out blurry because I've been fighting the fact that my eyesight is going quite a bit, I guess, where all of the objects that are near to me are very, very blurry. Like right there, it's good. So I thought I could just set the diopter and it'd be all right, but it didn't work. I was totally out of focus, so I do apologize for that. I was super bummed. I shot 2 rolls, one indoors and then one outdoors, hoping to correct that problem, and I was still slightly off, just barely off on the outdoor stuff, and plenty of light. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. Great cameras. This particular camera, when I got it, it came with this sporty little grip right here. It's the Canon C8 grip, which didn't come stock. You had to buy it separately. It came with a larger grip, which weighs about half of what the camera weighs itself. So that, with the old grip, it's heavy stuff. But with this guy, super nice. You put that on, be hands free, and then you can pick it up and be ready to shoot, no problem. Pretty sweet. It's a 165-degree shutter angle. So at 16 frames a second, the shutter speed's at 1/35 of a second. Chords at 8 frames a second, 12, 16, 24, 32, 48, 64, and it does have a single frame option as well that you could put here. This guy didn't have an option to be able to rewind it. You would have to take the film out physically and then rewind it like that. The lens is 14 elements in 9 groups. It's an 8.5 to 42.5 millimeter lens. It meters from a 1.4 to an f22, so it's a fast lens. Probably one of the fastest lenses, I think, on the market at the time, maybe, except for some primes. So when we're working with 8mm film, we want to make sure that the film is traveling correctly through the gate. Clean the gate. Load your film. It comes on reels that you have to load yourself into the camera. And run it a little bit to make sure that it's not skipping through and that both of the spools are working in unison. If you don't have subdued light to be able to load it, you can use a sweater, a jacket, any dark material will help out a lot, and it will only flash a bit of the film instead of, like the full 2.5 to 3 feet. On the backs of these cameras for the film counters, you'll notice that there is a gap in between the start point and the 0 point, and that is to compensate for the amount of film that you do burn when you're loading the camera. I personally load the cameras with inside of a dark bag so I can get that extra bit of footage, and of course that's up to you. When you wind these, a lot of people will wind them like this, but it goes back and forth, so you can use the weight of the camera itself to help you in the winding. These were clockwork cameras, so it tells you when your spring wind is almost up. Besides having a visual feed, it also will give you an audible, which is, for this one, it's a few dings at the end. So once you get it all wound, you can run it through. Here, I'll set it a little bit quicker so it goes through faster. See, that clicking sound is marking your footage counter. And that's going to be a constant sound that's going to be happening within the camera itself. That ding is to let you know that the spring is about to unwind and it's out. There's another set of noises that this guy makes to let you know when you have exhausted all of the film. Once you finish filming what you've done, you need to take the spool out, develop it. It has to be split down the middle, spliced together so you can get the full 50-foot length. And it's ready to go. If you're working with negative, of course you're going to have to scan it so later on you can work with it. If it's reversal, you can pop it into the projector and you can take a look at what you got. Fun stuff. 8mm films, the beginning of home movies. One of my favorite formats. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and take care.